What's up, guys? It's your friend PeteGoldenLotuc. I'm back with another segment on self-improvement. Today I want to get into a quick way to kind of take inventory of how you meet the world. And this is a great tool for you to just get an idea of kind of what you're putting out into the world. And so what this is meant to do is to kind of juxtapose that, maybe you have some goals in mind, some things that you'd like to achieve. And usually there are steps to getting towards that goal. So what you want to do is kind of use this as a way to sort of ascertain kind of where you are in relationship to that goal. And this is something that just about anybody can do, especially if you have a social media account. And so what you're going to do is go to your social media account. You're going to go to your page and objectively as you possibly can. And a good way to kind of go about being objective is to view it as though somebody you didn't know was looking at your page. Imagine what this would say about you. What's the tone of the sort of things that you're putting out there? Is it maybe an accurate representation of you? Is it, a lot of fun, jokes, cat videos, which is one of my personal favorites? Or is it maybe like, kind of bigger picture stuff? Maybe it's like tons of politics and, all this kind of, gloom and doom and like systemic sort of, change that you end up putting out into the world. And it's just a great way of kind of just gaining an idea of, is that in alignment with what you're looking to achieve with your life, with your business, with your relationships? And again, this is not nothing I offer to anybody out there. This is not finding a better way to beat yourself up. It's not a better way to say that you're a jerk or you're doing something incorrectly. It's just a good way to just gain this nice metric of yourself. And then what you could do is start what would be more in alignment. Ask yourself kind of openly that question. What would be more in alignment with figuring out, connecting with the world and trying to reach my goal? So the goal could really be anything. Could be on improving relationships. I notice that a lot of times people who are heavily focused on politics have a hard time with the relationships because what you're not realizing is, of course, you look at any system, you're going to find flaws. It's a very easy thing to do because bureaucracy is a thing in and of itself. It's just kind of carrying on this momentum. It rarely takes a big view of itself, and criticizing it is one of the ways that you do go about changing that. But for us and our lives and what we're trying to do, like, is that really what you want to do? Is that what is that like, maybe that is your goal? Is that your goal to change the government? Because, that is a possible goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. But most of us, I feel like our goals aren't really like that. Our goals are to have better relationships, to have an overall better life, build a better business, whatever it might be. So this is a great tool just to tap in to see what you're throwing out there and then start discovering new ways of putting something else that's more in alignment with what you're seeking. So thank you very much for joining me today. This is your buddy PeteGoldenLotuc.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Blue. We're having a great time and ready to introduce a new show to you, Journey into Awareness with Dr. Richard Journey. Thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure, Corinne. How are you?
I'm doing great. You have us laughing, but we have very serious topics to discuss on your show.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Journey into Awareness is kind of the brainchild of me and my inspirational thoughts one day. After I finished publishing my book, The Little Engine That Did It, someone approached me about promoting myself and my journey. So that's how it evolved. Journey into Awareness is about self-discovery. It's about tuning into your inner self. It's about what we all do that inspires us to keep going and chugging along like a little engine, so to speak. So that's what this is about. and I interview people about their journey and what empowered them to be where they are. Who inspired them first? Because we all have mentors.
Yeah.
So I talk about that with them, and I've had some very compelling guests on my radio show on Block Talk Radio, and now we're going to have compelling guests on the Daily Blue.
Very exciting. Now I know that you have a very special guest that will be joining us, and his name is Piglet.
Yes, she is a service dog that belongs to my girlfriend Jamie Love, who is also my co-host for Journey into Awareness, and she lives in San Diego and I live here, so we have a bi-coastal relationship, and the two of us interview the guests together.
How fascinating.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
we really look forward to seeing you on the Daily Blue. And of course, if you want to be a guest, if you could give us some input and you would like to have a conversation with Dr. Richard, please give us a call, 631-761-9223, and look for Journey into Awareness on the Daily Blue.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your friend PeteGoldenLotuc. I'm back with another skill building tip. Today we're going to be going over a very basic meditation. I'm going to talk about the importance of meditation and how to go about a very introductory base level meditation. More or less anybody can do it because you do it from a chair. And so what I find the importance of meditation is meditation allows you, it's a tool that helps you to metabolize your experience. So a lot of times when you're reaching towards goals in life, with business, relationships, whatever it might be, you need to gain a sense of where you currently are. Because without really getting a sense of where you currently are, you never really figure out, well, what are the steps, what are the things I need to do to kind of be where I want to be. So this is a perfect, very simple tool that anybody can use to gain a sense of where they are. And again, where you are isn't necessarily, it's not a permanent fixture. It's not set in stone. For most of us, that changes from hour to hour. It could even change, sometimes, from minute to minute. You get bad, one morning you're feeling good, then you get bad news, and all of a sudden, you're in this whole sort of tailspin. Things can actually change rather dramatically in us. So meditation is kind of a tool to kind of set yourself in being present in your own life and being present and open to your own experience. So first thing that we would do in a meditation is you're going to sit in a chair. You're going to sit upright. And so one of the best things to do in order to really sit upright is to feel your sits bones, which are the two bones that make up your butt. You kind of want to feel those right on the chair. And from there, you're going to want to feel your torso kind of just on top of that. You're not going to, you don't want to be too overly slouched. You don't want to be too overly staunched, because realistically, meditation is about relaxing. It's not about, trying to, kind of force yourself into anything. So sit upright, relax, sits bones. You want to feel your hands and feet, and especially your hands up against your legs, your feet up against the floor. And a good way of kind of sensing into your hands and feet, or a good way of going about thinking about that, is to feel what it feels like from the inside out. And it doesn't matter what it feels like. It just matters that you're feeling it. So sensing into the hands and feet, sitting kind of upright, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to sense into your belly. So we're doing kind of all these things simultaneously. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. So you're going to close your eyes, and then you're going to just start to breathe very gently into your belly. And you're going to sense and breathe into your belly. And each time that you feel distracted, you're going to bring yourself right back to the sense of the hands and feet and the belly. And don't worry about, or don't get twisted up in the fact that you kind of go away, you start thinking other thoughts. That's fine, that's normal, that's going to happen no matter how long you meditate, length of time, how many years. you're going to get distracted, and that's actually the point. Is as you're getting distracted, you're going to bring yourself right back to this place. So it's actually a great way of building your attention span. It's a perfect tool, I find, for business meetings, even for personal interactions. I kind of find myself just sensing into my hands and feet, breathing into my belly. Just in my car as I'm driving, the ways that this can really be applied is sort of infinite. So just make sure that the goal is every day. I know most people won't do every day, but even set it for 2 times a week, 3 times a week. One of the things I really like to do is to set a goal, even if it's short. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to go huge with your goal. You go short with your goals, and you kind of get there little by little. So let's say twice a week, 15 minutes a day, you're going to sit there, you're going to sense your hands and feet and breathe into your belly. I'd like to thank everybody for being with me today. It's your friend Pete GoldenLotuc. Until next time.